I did a funk breakdown and I wanted it to get very stratty. I used the bassman. We're going to play through the Friedman here, but I think it's that. Super stratty, right? Let's try the other pickups. That is the neck pickup, 5th position. Stratty, back to the 4th position. Middle. Twangy, right? I'd use that for my teletones. All right, getting back. 2nd position. The humbucker is split and we got the middle pickup. That's very useful. This one probably not. This will be the humbucker. Let's go back to that 4th position. Now let's add the mid-range boost, and this is on that kind of off or 1 position. That's nice. So you have choices. That's with it on. Turn it off. So both of those are useful. You just find what works for you best. Let's put it back on. Now let's turn it from 1 to, I don't know what that would be, 1/4 way up. A little more. And it's all the way up now. If I back off my volume. So it's like extreme glass there, but if I go back to that almost off position, pretty cool. So there's some clean sounds. Now I was mentioning that the sweet spot I like is right around there. I can hear it. And it's interesting, when I got this guitar, I was excited because in 2 days' time I had a gig. Perfect gig to use this for. So I got the guitar and I spent the whole day in the studio tweaking and working on tones. And I had the mid-range boost on. It ended up being on all the time. I'm like, this is great. This is the new sound. It's going to be a little more for everything. And I dialed it in, took it to the gig, and it was too much. It was too much in a real life scenario on some of the tones. So I mentioned it to master builder Gil Vasquez, and he goes, yeah, it's too much. He goes, the way he looks at this, it's kind of like having a stomp box on your guitar. And that was my light bulb moment, because now I'm using it all the time, but sparingly here and there. If I add a little, okay, that's on, okay. Now for me, I am the worst slide player, and that was one of my hacks. That was one of my hacks for this was if I had it off, if I put too much distortion, it's not the sound. So I've got that kind of dirt on it. But if I hit my stomp box on the guitar, it gave me more sustain, gave me that sauce. To me, the conventional way would be to use this for single note lines. So let's see, if I, that one lick in the beginning, the, all right, that's off. I'm on the humbucker, full humbucker. You hear the difference, right? And that's my sweet spot. If I cranked it up, that's really over the top. I just like it on that sweet spot. Go to this pickup, neck pickup. Turn off the mid-range boost. So that's a lot of dirt on it, but that does sound super traditional Strat, right? Mid-range. Anyway, you get the idea. It's a lot of fun. I'm losing myself. Let's take some of this off. I use my pedal board for the Hot Club of Las Vegas, so there's a lot of tones. Okay, that's with it off. Put it on. So that's an old style, like Steimer pickup into a Selmer amp sound to me. This is a modern version, and I kind of like that. This is off. So I wasn't lying about all the genres and the 3 personality disorders. All right, so that was with it off. Let's listen to some rhythm. So humbucker. Humbucker, second position. Middle position. Fourth position. And then neck pickup. A lot of tones. That's all with the mid-range boost off. I don't think I would use it, but let's check it out. Let's take our knob, go to that one position or the off position, and this is the second position. It's nice, right? I'll turn it off. So that's 2 usable tones. You find what uses you need it for, whether you're recording and you need some mid-range to pop through the mix, or probably more importantly, playing live. Mid-range just helps you cut in the mix, especially if you don't have a sound guy, or if the sound guy is not really helping you out. The mid-range helps you cut and find your place in that sonic spectrum that the whole band's throwing out. A lot of my friends would use, in the past, they had other mid-range boosts, and they would use it for lead tones. A little bit of delay. It's off, right? They'd be like, and then when you had to take a solo, you deploy it. Finish yourself. A lot of sing. You finish your solo, turn it off, back up a little on your volume. So that's why I normally keep it at this kind of sweet spot, and if I need to kick it in for a solo, keep wanting to say it. It's my stomp box on the guitar, and I keep thinking of Nigel, and it's my 11, and it takes me over the edge. That one rhythm, that tight rhythm. You can go from one spectrum to the other, and you just heard this gives you everything you need. Let's add the sauce. Crank this all the way up. Yeah. There's one section of song in the beginning where I drone some chord. And then I came in with the lead, stuff like that, right? I want to speak to this bridge since I'm a whammy guy. It's a 2-post, custom-made whammy. I would liken it to the Goto 510. When I'm doing whammy bar stuff and recording, I always have on my computer a tuner. So if you're doing some whammy bar melodies, sometimes the guitar just goes crazy and you're a little more tense than you should be when that red light's on. So I recorded that 17 times. I ended up using take 2. I didn't know I got it in the second take, but I had my tuner on and I kept checking my tuning between takes, and it was dead nuts. Which, speaking of like the Squire from Fenders or the SE from PRS, if you watch my channel, you saw that I got that Charvel guitar, and it's a great guitar. It's a made in Japan Charvel, not a USA made. And it's a great guitar with the exception of the hardware. The hardware specifically let me down on the bridge and the posts. It wouldn't stay in tune from the day I bought it. And I have 3 videos where we solved that problem. It was, by the way, Gil Vasquez. Crazy in tune. That's the man right there.
We're the man.
That's the man. That's the man.
That's the other man right there. With a Sophia 292. Took care of this tuning stability that we were having.
From James Tyler, who solved that problem. So let's see. That was with it off. Let's put the that was with the mid-range off. Let's put it back to where I like it. You can see how I had to do it all those times. But it's in tune. I don't even mind if it's a little out of tune when you do something like that. You can quickly get it back, but that's in tune. And I'm really appreciative of that. So check it out. That is the JTG by James Tyler Guitars. I'm super happy with this guitar. I'll link up another video where Rich Rankin talks more specifically about it. I know I'm not always the most detailed kind of guy. I play them and I'll tell you what I think. This is fly yellow, but they've got a bunch of other colors. You got to check them out. And I am super impressed with this. For a made in China guitar, it's a gig-worthy guitar. And you'll be seeing me play it a lot more. Until next time, please subscribe. This is Mundo. Aloha.